don't have to pull, baby. There he is. Move out of the way, fight on. We need to do a kit review, don't we? Guys, I need a minute. I need a minute. Oh my god, his shields go crazy. What are they feeding this Dan Heng? Is it the rocks? This is all I wanted ever. Today, friends and gamers, we must begin the video on the loading screen because as soon as we log in, we are going to be prompted with the claim screen for Dan Heng PT. You cannot close it. You cannot like make it do anything until you claim Dan Heng, which I think is really funny. Like he literally said, no, I'm coming with you. Like, I love him. Hello, friends and gamers. This is a very fun patch video. This is like also the first time I'm recording a patch video like in a timely manner in a while. I was very behind on things for multiple reasons, but also this one I am so excited for. See, you can't make it go away. We're gonna sit here for a minute though, and Finon's probably gonna start talking because he does that from time to time, but it's okay because our main that we're walking around with is gonna change to Dan Heng PT in like a hot second. So I pre-farmed for him. The last time I pre-farmed a character, I actually think it was Finon, but that's because I was pulling for Finon until like the second to last day of his banner. Cause I think I went to hard pity twice. So it was not a fun time. Cause I went to hard pity, lost to 50-50 and then went to hard pity on the guarantee for Finon. So I pre-farmed for most of Finon, but it was because I was farming during the patch. But before that, I'm pretty sure the last time before that I pre-farmed actually was for Dan Heng and Bybiter Lune. I kind of explained this, I think in a recent Star Rail video. I don't remember which one. It might have been the reaction for his what is it, a trailer we got? I don't remember. I haven't edited it yet, and I might edit that tomorrow, actually. Dan Heng is one of my favorite characters in the entire game, probably my favorite character in the entire game, and I have multiple little merch pieces of Dan Heng in his various forms, and he got me to play the game. And originally, obviously, I'm a Honkai player, played Honkai Impact 3rd, so I was going to play it eventually, but he got me interested before it even dropped, so I was really, really scared going into when like the whisperings about this patch started and people were like, oh, there's going to be another Dan Heng. I got really scared because I say this from time to time, but every year there's one character that I must go insane and spend like $100 to pull for in Star Rail. Not always spending $100. Sunday came home for free, but there's one character every year that I will go insane for, and I already filled that quota this year with Finon. So I was really scared when I heard about another Dan Heng happening, but then we got him for free. So I might pull for some copies also because I need to win a 50-50 for Cyrene, and I just want a guarantee on Cyrene. So we might build some pity today. We are going to do the kit review. I already have, I think, everything I need to build him. I'm not entirely sure on relics. We might need to do something with that, but I might do that off camera. But I don't have to pull, baby. What I might end up doing instead of pulling for extra copies is I might actually pull for his light cone instead, because I've seen a lot of stuff about his light cone or like regular preservation light cones not working properly for the Promensor Terre build. So we're going to figure that out today. I just wanted to get in because also I knew this was going to pop up and I can't do my dailies until we do this. So we are claiming the character Dan Heng Promensor Terre and the materials needed to build him to level 60. I did pre-farm, so I have an abundance of materials because the pre-farm guide had everything, and I was like, I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to farm everything. So I have like enough to get him to like the level cap, as well as most of his traces, I think. I have it all. So what does it say up here? Hold on, I'm going to move the box like really quickly so we can see what it says. So, Pact of Promensor Terre. Calamity undone, soaring above the lands. This is permanence. Power to hold earth and lift sky, protect the path of Trailblaze. Why is it like a slight scroll? They couldn't have like shrunk the font like by like 0.5. I'm assuming it's like this because on phones it's probably smaller, so the font is bigger on phones in like relation. You couldn't have made the font like 0.5 smaller. I'm kidding. Claim. There he is. I wish we had claim voice lines. I think this is like I like a claim voice line in Genshin, but I think I want them more in Star Rail. I'm just saying. God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. Here's all the materials. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have all of these and more, obviously, because I full farmed. Immediately, we are doing this Aventurine, sweetie. Oh yeah, Maide died. Sorry, Maide. Aventurine, sweetie, I'm so sorry, but you benched. I love him. I don't even know whose line that was, because I know he has a team edition line for Finon and Sunday. I think that was the Sunday one. God, I'm so happy right now. Finon, move out of the way, Finon. I was doing Simulated Universe at the end of the week. Never mind that, but this is where we're gonna chill. We're just gonna chill in Herta's office. Woo! We have to do a kit review. That we have to do. I was like, ooh, shiny. Wow. I got so distracted. We need to do a kit review, don't we? I could go pull right. See, this is kind of like the amount of like me getting distracted right now. This is kind of the level that the patch videos for characters I go insane pulling for go, but like it's this like times 10. This one I'm guaranteed, so I don't have to worry as much. Try Not to Laugh challenge is out right now for 18 more days from the time of recording this video. In terms of limited rewards, honestly, truly, it doesn't look like there's anything super crazy. Obviously, there's Stellar Jades. And why is this section called Sampo's Love Bomb? Sampo would be love bombing, wouldn't he? Sampo, do you know what that means? Aventurines here. So it looks like the characters involved in this event are Sparkle, Qingcui, Aventurine, Fei Xiao, Saridra, Sampo, and Comedian's Lucky Grab Bag. I have no idea what that is. This might just be a combat event. I did say for the video for this, which my video editing backlog is so backlogged, so it's gonna take a while for the video to get up. I did say I wanted to try and do like an actual Try Not to Laugh challenge with like some sort of stakes for this event, so I'm gonna need to figure that out. This is not the Try Not to Laugh challenge. I can laugh as much as I want right now, but I need to figure out the stakes for this as well as see what type of event it actually is. Unlock during the event period. How often do they unlock? Like, do I need like, I'm gonna have to look into this one, and I'll probably just look up somebody's gameplay because I want to like actually make it a Try Not to Laugh challenge with some sort of stakes. So I need to look into this more so for the content of it. I need to like not the content of it, but like the content I would make with it, because it's literally called Try Not to Laugh challenge. I have to do something fun with it, you know? Colorful Mayhem is still up. Nice weather for Dromases. Also, I need everyone. I didn't notice this until recently. The little poke here. So cute. There's like, I think 5 different animations. I'm not going to show all of them, but if you want to have a good time and like you have some time to kill or you're bored, just open up the Nice Weather for Dromases event page and start poking the Dromas. It's really cute. I also will say, in the Everyday patch video that I literally uploaded like a couple minutes ago, like I finished uploading it like 15 minutes ago. I've been recording for 8 minutes. So I thought Sunday was on the rerun. It's Anaxa. So I've seen people running PT and Anaxa together. So I will probably be trying that out, because I also think I saw a team that was like Anaxa, Dan Heng PT, I think maybe then Sunday and Locha, and I want to try that team out, because that's like what I'm running right now, but instead of Anaxa, I have Finon in there. So I would like to try that. I think I have a little bit left to build on my Anaxa, so we'll have to figure that out, or I'll have to figure that out, quite frankly. But we have our trials right now, so we're really quickly going to buzz through the trial for Anaxa. I've already done a full bit for Anaxa. We've done the kit review, we've done the pay to play section, so I'm not really concerned about doing a full one here. We're just going to breeze through it. But the team they are running here is Anaxa, Sunday, Runmei, and Dan Heng. So essentially, Anaxa's working as your main DPS. Sunday is a support, but like an attack-based support. Anaxa, I need you to stop right now, because I just remembered who your VA is, and I can't be doing that right now. But Sunday's here as like an attack-based support. Runmei is here just as like a buffing type support, and then Dan Heng is going to be a sustain support. So yeah, we got this. I do find it funny that they put him in here. I also we'll do this and then we'll build up my Dan Heng. Shoot the thing. Anaxa, you got this. I forgot he has guns. I forgot that's his weapon. So yeah, this is the team they're running. It's like put a weird way, but I feel like that's just because I put my sustain in the second slot. So I'm just like I put my if it's a preservation sustain, I put them in the second slot because that's just where Aventurine kind of like settled, and I like Aventurine, so I put him in the second slot. So having like the supports in 2 and 3 it's throwing me off a little bit. But also, like, if you don't have a healer, you only have one sustain. I get it. We'll take a look at that kit in a second, though. Let's just let this breeze through. Oh my god. See, this is a little bit of a preview to what we're gonna be getting with PT, and I wasn't ready for it. I would like to run. Guys, I need a minute. Why am I like crying? I'm like, that was a lot. I wasn't expecting the ult, because I haven't seen any of his animations or anything yet. And so I was like, okay, we'll do that second. We gotta do this first, guys. I wasn't prepared to see the animations here, HoYoverse. You kind of broke me a little bit there. God, I love him so much. Axa trial, and I'm like losing my mind. Oh my god, his shields go crazy. What the heck? What are they feeding this Dan Heng? Is it the rocks? It's gotta be the rocks. Oh my god. What are they feeding him? First he grows like a foot, and now he's doing this? This is better than my Aventurine. I'm going insane. Everyone who was saying that this Dan Heng was mid What is that? That shield went in, that was a full shield. I think the only place I've seen that is in Simulated Universe. Oh my God. Okay, well, we're gonna actually do this now. Permancertere, Fizz Prez, 5-star. What? I don't know what else we need. Let's just start the trial. Oh my God. All right, Dan Heng, let's go. So I move box. Oh, this is this is a really weird team comp. I can't even figure out what you're trying to do here. I'm thrown off immediately because we have the sustain unit in slot 1. And I never put my sustain in slot 1, so I'm like, huh? Okay, let's do this. Give me a sec. I have decided we're gonna go in the corner, because when we get the pop-up for the actual full art, I would like to see it in full. Dan Heng provides a special stackable shield to allies. That's what was making that shield go crazy, because I didn't look at it until the end. I'm curious what one instance of that shield is gonna do, but we'll see that. He also summons Soul Dragon to assist teammates in combat, which triggers follow-up attacks after enhancement. So we have follow-up attack damage there as well. That's usually why I put my sustain shield support character in second slot, because I feel like we don't have too many preservation units in the game, but Aventurine does this as well. They do some amount of damage, so I kind of just put them in that second slot because I usually will, like, if a character does damage, I like them in the higher up slots, and then if they're more of a support, don't do as much damage, I put them in the lower behind spots. So this whole entire team comp is throwing me off quite a bit. Teammates with Soul Dragon gains increased attack. So not only is he a sustain unit, but he also has some sort of attack support as well. So again, probably a really good flex unit as well, just because he does both. It looks like. I'm curious how much he actually increases ally attack, because that could go crazy. Like this, he could be best in slot sustained for Finon. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if that's like been a predetermined thing, but I would love to run him with my Finon. If we are gonna do that, we are gonna try that. I haven't done, like, I don't even know what it would be called. I haven't done like trying these characters out in the wild in the patch video in a while, but because we have him, I don't have to worry about the pulls, and I pre-farmed. We probably will actually throw some teams together. I might pull in some of characters from other people, like we might do random dailies a little bit today. But the team comp here is strange to me, but I think it's just because Saber's here. Our sustain unit is obviously Dan Heng. Saber's main DPS. Sunday is attack-based support, and then Treeby is buff support, I think? Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, actually, Sunday and Treeby would technically both be, like, more attack buff support units. Yeah. Sunday and Treeby kind of do the same thing. You see, I've been running hypercarry teams in Star Rail for a while because I think they're just the easiest to put together. But I feel like HoYoverse hasn't been doing that as much, but for whatever reason, this patch, at least the second half of it, both the trial teams were hypercarry teams. Where'd that come from? Anyways, there he is. There he is. Is he gonna do something? Do something. Not just the look around idol. Do something. He's so pretty. Gosh. And we got the tail! We finally got the tail! This is all I wanted ever of my entire life. All right, what does this impair do? We'll watch from behind first. All right, hit the impair, Dan Heng. Whoa! Can we do that again? Hold on, do it again.
Oh,
Whoa! Wow, he's cool. All right, let's go in. Let me recharge. Bonk. I do like that he has his, like, the polearm again. I like that we have that with him. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Bonk. Oh, I love him. I love him. Okay, so this is why I wanted to put the box here so we could all see the art, because usually I put it a little bit higher up. So, hit time. I don't know what I keep switching between calling him Dan Heng PT, just PT, or just Permancertere. And I every time I go to say his name, I'm like, we're just gonna say Dan Heng. We're just gonna do that. Okay, confession time. I don't know how to say his basic attack. I think it's Aegis, because whenever I see this word, I think of 13 Sentinels, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Confession time. So hopefully I pronounced it right. I also think it's Aegis Vitae, because the second half of this has come up somewhere recently too. Anyways, his basic attack deals minor fizz damage to one designated enemy. The standard, the huge, that's what a basic attack does in Star Rail. You have your element that does one single target damage. That's it. It's when the basic attack doesn't do this that I start to get weary of it. All right, his skill then is called Terra Omnibus. This designates one ally character as the quote-unquote bond mate and grants all allies a shield with stackable shield effect. They really just said, you know what, go all in. Go all, you're naming his skills, just go all in. Have fun. Have fun. There is a HoYoverse employee who was just told to go crazy with naming these things, and I'm happy for them. All right, his ultimate. The skill being the stackable shield. Yeah, makes sense. He's a preservation character. We don't have too many of them, but yeah, that makes sense. Likely story. His ultimate is called a Dragon's Zenith Knows No Rue. Deals massive fizz damage to all enemies and provides a shield with stackable shield effect to all allies. I believe Aventurine, his kit works similarly. Obviously, he's not fizz, but he's imaginary. But I believe his shield does the damage, massive to physical damage to all enemy. I think it actually might be a single target his. So this is a mass attack, but it still does, it deals the damage and then also shields your characters. But his ultimate also enhances Soul Dragon. When Soul Dragon takes action, launches follow-up attack, dealing minor physical damage and minor damage of the bondmate's type to all enemies. So if you did, let's say you did his skill Terra Omnibus on Finon. Finon's also Fizz, isn't? No, is Finon Fizz or Imaginary? Because I remember I thought he should be one, but he wasn't. I think, no, Finon is Fizz because Maedai is Imaginary, and I thought they should be flipped. Okay, that makes more sense now. I run Finon with like my Imaginary team for the most part, so I always forget. Because also he doesn't have a normal ult button. Okay, so Finon's a bad example. Let's say I ran him with Maedai as main DPS, right? That would essentially then take that Imaginary element and also deal that damage. Similarly, the Anaxa team comp with him in it that I was talking about earlier, if you did that with Anaxa, it would be dealing wind damage. So that's kind of how that works. The enhancement lasts for 2 Soul Dragon actions. How does Soul Dragon get applied? Oh, summon Soul Dragon for them. Okay, this is something related to his talent. His talent is called A Virtue Forms Unfold. When an ally character becomes the bondmate, Dan Heng will summon Soul Dragon for them. So Soul Dragon is related to the bondmate thing. Okay. And saying that word in a normal intonation is frying me as much as it is you. Don't get it twisted. I'm trying really hard to keep it together. When Soul Dragon then takes action, dispels 1 debuff from all allies and provides a shield with stackable shield effect. Okay, so his kit's pretty straightforward, but the thing is we don't have a ton of preservation shield characters. So like, I can't even be mad about it being straightforward because it's like, yeah, this is just what we've needed for the last like 2 years, HoYoverse. I'm not like, we just needed this. It's nothing crazy, but it didn't need to be. Just give us more shielders. God. His technique then is called Earth Rend. Inflicts daze on enemies within a certain area and grants bondmate to the current active character. So what if he's the active character? Question. But also at the start of the next battle, automatically uses skill on the character with bondmate. So that'll be something we have to try. We'll probably try something more than just like regular dailies farming. We'll probably do some bosses or something with him in a minute, just because I want to see that. Like, I want to do like the walk up where we can try this and switch off to another character from that. I would just rerun his trial to see how that works, but I pre-farmed, baby. I think I have a light cone for him, but I don't know if it's gonna work because I like got a light cone together for him, I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I don't know if it's gonna work because I've been hearing things about the light cone. So we'll see. But let's get in a game. Immediately he's gonna do something. Ooh, turn off ult, turn off, okay. Give me a second. All right, we're back. He's talking. All right, so how we do this, I'm turning off double speed. I'm gonna do his little things because I wanna see what his animations look like, and then we'll just start like clearing this actually. So I wanna see his skill first. So we'll defend Saber if she's gonna be our main DPS. There he goes. Saber, don't say anything. And then I'm gonna double speed until we get back to it. Wait, the dragon's gonna show up in turn order because of that follow-up. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I do like that a lot. And the shield again. So it kind of went based on where the character is in relation to Dan Heng, it looks like. They got more shield, but also as the characters go up, they have more HP. So it could also be based on a percentage of HP. I'm not entirely sure. But like obviously Saber got the most shield and she's right next to Dan Heng. So that's kind of what that is looking like. So it might be your best bet to put him in second or third slot just to get a more even shielding if it's based on where the characters are in the lineup, which that doesn't harm me because I'm gonna put him in second slot. I already have him in second slot. So again, we're just gonna do a single target until I can see all of Dan Heng's skills, and then we'll start clearing it normally. I just want to see all the animations and stuff first. So Saber gets hit is because I think it's based on your opponents getting hit. I'm curious. It looks like it's based on where they are in the team lineup. All right, hit him, Treeby, and then I want to see his single target attack as well. There we go. We kind of saw his ult already, but we saw it sped up, so I'm gonna do this one for real now. Yeah, shield is pretty good. Let's see that ult. Oh, the voice line, man. The voice line. All right, in all its glory. Let's do it. God. Oh my God, the full animation. I love it. I love it. Wow. There's Tree. Did the total damage numbers go crazy at all? No, he did like 9,000 damage. That's nothing. But now we can auto clear. Immediately, Troopy. I didn't even get the Troopy did not even give me the chance to double speed that. She's like, nope, no, you're watching the whole thing.
I will walk with you.
Double speed
Watch over
first. All right, is everyone done? Is everyone done now? Can we go double speed, please? Someone wanna? No, we're not done yet. There we go. Does Saber still not have lines? Do I have to turn that on somewhere? Do I have to hit a button? I'm not surprised I love all the Dan Heng stuff. What do we expect? I was expecting this. Oh, okay, so now he's doing numbers because we like buffed him out a little bit. As well as Saber just did some pretty big numbers, which is good because Saber doing big numbers is impressive. Because Saber, well, I mean, she just did 99. She couldn't even hit 100. Saber, I'm so sorry. You deserve better, Saber. Okay, she's hitting numbers now. She's hitting numbers. I thought they just made it so they gave her the Japanese voiceover. Do I, like I said, do I have to hit a button somewhere? I don't know. But that was Dan Heng. We really need auto clear on the 4 stars. I'm just saying. Anyways. Wow! Wow! Fun! All right. So new warp is up. We do have this here with the Naxa. We have the light cones. I have 2 standard, which we'll come back to this in a second. I want to build the Dan Heng now because I have all of this here. Yeah, recommended light cones. Journey for this is a preservation one. I've seen people writing it. I didn't know what light cone it was, but I saw Dan Heng. Oh my God. His idle animation takes up so much space. I think that's funny because Finon does that as one of his idols takes up a lot of space too. Wow. Okay, let's build. I did see somebody say that they were using they just called it the Kakavasha light cone. So that doesn't surprise me. Did I get together a light cone for him? Because I think that might have been something I left out, but let's level him up really quickly. I should have all the mats I need for this. I might not though. Oh, I definitely have enough. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Because I was like, I don't think I farmed any like books. Are they even? Yeah, they're actually books here because I know in Genshin we call them books, but they're not books. So I was like, I don't think I farmed any of these, you guys. I just had. That's fine. Newborn. Did he say newborn scales? What? All right, do that. Material synthesis. Yeah. Got this. We got this. Should I put the box back in the right spot? Probably. Oh my God, I didn't. Maybe I didn't have as many mats as I thought. I might need more books. We should be okay. I should have enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to farm those at some point. There we go. You definitely use that power to your heart's content, Dan Heng. Let's grab. I need a claim all button. All right, so he's up to 80. Light cone will come back to. Traces, now we gotta go crazy. In case you wanted to know how I do traces, I go in order of using up all my greens and then going out to all the blues in that order just because I am insane and I want to make sure before I start like feeding my greens into my blues or like 2 stars into my 3 stars and everything, I want to make sure I have enough of everything. So I do it in like a really weird way. So it's like kind of a weird order, but I am a little bit insane about it. So like, see, this one here uses a green, so green, and those are blue. So in case you wanted to know how I build my characters, it is kind of insane. So now we go for blues, and then I get distracted. It happens. Give me a second. I need to level up all of his traces, and then we'll do pay to play. We'll do pay to play in a second. Don't worry about it. I want to build mine because I didn't get a chance to do that yet. I'm like, hold on, let me build my Dan Heng again for the 3rd time. Actually, no, I never finished my normal 4-star Dan Heng build on this account, did I? I think I did on a beta account at some point. I don't really remember. Maybe I think I did on a beta account because that's when the level cap was like 40 or something. All right, purple. That's purple now. So I think we're okay. Everything up there is purple on next. There's a blue here. So we'll do these. I do this in such a weird way. I'm probably like making somebody like cringe entirely right now, but like this is just how I do it. Okay, so I think then we will go in order here. And then once I start activating these up here, I just go down the line. So I need to do these now first. Like I go from top to bottom. So now I need to do all these. I told you guys I pre-farmed. I feel like there needs to be just like a level up all button, you know? Like if you have all the resource. Okay, so I don't have all the I thought I farmed everything. HoYoVerse! You lied! You lied to me, HoYoVerse! I feel cheated. I'm just gonna farm what I can now then, or like level what I can. Okay, so we got him to almost everything. Oh, did I run out of money? I also ran out of money. Oops. Relics, I don't know if I have a set for him. I do not know. I might. Big on the might. Do we even have recommended? What is this? Self-enshrouded recluse? I should have. Do I have? No. Okay, so I didn't farm relics for him either. The fact that there's even like a recommended yet, current team is underpowered. It's because I don't have any relics on Dan Heng. Leave me alone. Okay, hold on. Let's do pay to play then. We'll do pay to play. Wait, that's so cute. His E3, may she rest in peace, has a little chimera. Cutie. I can barely see the animation, the art, the illustration, but it's fine. All right, so all the stuff we did and saw in the trial before I started going crazy and building my Dan Heng, that was going to be E0, so that was 1 copy of Dan Heng. Everyone gets that for free. Congratulations. So at least if you're watching this video in a timely manner. If you're watching this video in like a year from now, I hate to break it to you, but I think the free Dan Heng only lasted for like 3.6, 3.7, and then like maybe 3.8. So I hate to break it to you, but you probably gonna have to pull for this one. Anyways, everything from here will be extra copies, extra pulls, and in order to get to E6, sometimes it can cost like 500 bucks. And I don't think that's worth it. So we're gonna go over all the paid copies. I'm gonna do recommendations. My general recommendation for really any gacha game, any character in a gacha game, is to go up to 2 extra copies of the character even if you are a whale. If you're a low spender, I honestly, or like entirely free to play, if it's rough out there, right? So my general recommendation is you don't need any extra copies. But if you want some, my general recommendation is during the first run of the character, if it is a character that will be rerun in the future, go to 2 extra copies. That's usually the sweet spot in most gacha games. Star Rail has a very high... The best way I can say it, Star Rail has a very volatile meta. It changes so frequently, and it's always based on like the most recent character. So I generally recommend just stop at 2, even if you are a whale. And when they get a first rerun, that's when you come back and start filling in the extra cons if you're still using the character on that first rerun. Just a personal preference bit, you know? Because once you get to the rerun, if the character... Like, even if the character is worth it and you use them a lot, they're worth the minute, those extra cons on the character will be worth it as opposed to pulling for a copy of the new character, you know? That's just my personal opinion, but quite frankly, you don't need any extra copies, in my opinion. But Star Rail is kind of an outlier because the meta goes insane in this game. Anyways, we're gonna start going through spend responsibly, all that jazz. E1, this is 2 copies of Dan Heng. Things are a little bit different with PT as well, just because we did get 1 free copy. So if you want to pull to E1, it's kind of just like, it's like if we go to 1 copy, like we already got a free copy. So if you want to go to E1, it's kind of not that bad, you know? So his E1 is called Shed Scales of Old. And with this one, when Dan Heng uses his ultimate, he recovers 1 skill point and increases the bondmate's all type resistance penetration by 18%, lasting for 3 turns. So how are we feeling about this one? I think this is fine. The skill point recovery is always a good thing, I think. At least so many of our DPSs are destruction characters, but also I was using Imbibitor Lune as my main DPS, like out of spite for so long, and his entire destruction kit thing is based on... Why is my PC going crazy right now? Is based on skill points. So I see that, I'm like, yes, that's good. But then I have to remember not all characters go crazy and eat skill points like that. So I still think it's good. Having skill points is always good. The all type resistance penetration by 18%. So the amount of damage that your opponent basically can resist goes down by 18%. For anyone who has that bondmate status effect for 3 turns. I think that's pretty good, especially because a lot of people will probably be going for E1 if they want to pull, just because we already got 1 copy. So I think his E1's pretty good, especially because that's going to be like a free real estate one for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people are pulling, or at least on my timeline, and maybe it's because I like a lot of Dan Heng fan art. I've been seeing a lot of people going for at least E1 just because we got 1 copy for free. So that's his E1. His E2 then is going to be called Watch Trails to Blaze. This is 3 copies of Dan Heng, and it's a literal essay. All right, so this additionally increases the number of actions for the enhanced Soul Dragon from Ultimate by 2. I don't know what the original one is because it doesn't say, and I don't want to go into the whole description. After Dan Heng uses his ultimate, Soul Dragon advances action by 100%, so it will go immediately, I believe. When the enhanced Soul Dragon takes action, the additional damage dealt by the bondmate becomes 200% of its original damage, so you double that original damage. And the shield effect provided in the instance becomes 200% of its original shield effect. So again, the shield effect is going to be doubled as well. I think his E2 goes crazy. I think that's probably going to be one of his best cons. Yeah, I mean, I could recommend going to E2. Generally, I'm a little bit biased because I do love this character. But I mean, Dan Heng is one of like the trailblazer, like he's one of the trio, the main trio of the game. So I think his kit needs to be good, quite frankly. Like, I know a lot of people were like, he's mid when he came out, but like, I was like, his kit's gonna be good. He's one of the main characters of the goddamn game. Like, HoYoverse wasn't going to release him with a bad kit, you know? So like, he's a main character. It's like how Sunday is like a pinnacle support in this game. He's also part of the Trailblazer crew now. He had to have a good kit. It's like every single new DPS we get uses Sunday as a support. That was done purposely. Of course Sunday was going to have a good kit. He's part of the main cast of characters for the game now. Same thing with Dan Heng. Like, any extra copy of Dan Heng we get is going to have a really good kit for the whatever time of the game we're in. Specifically this Dan Heng, because this is a support Dan Heng. We don't have that many preservation characters. He had to have a good kit. But again, I stand by my E2 recommendation from before that I usually give. This is a really good E2. Those percentage increases. You always go for the percentage increase. Okay, so moving on to his E3. I already did the E3 joke. This is a means to an end. It's a nothing burger. Don't stop here. Keep going if you want to pull, or don't even go to this one. This is called Bear Weight of Worlds. This is 4 copies of Dan Heng, and this is just some basic level increases. So his ultimate level will go up by 2, capped at 15, and his basic attack level will only go up by 1 then, max capped at a level of 10. So standard, this is every character kit is like this. We'll see this again at E5, don't worry about it. So E4 then is called By Oath, This Vessel Is I. Usually I'd make a joke about like that character does not talk like that. In this case, Dan Heng does talk like that. This might also be a means to an end, which is curious. I might have a theory, but what may be happening here, but we'll go through all the copies first. E4, this is 5 copies of Dan Heng. This one just reduces damage taken by the bondmate character by 20%. So it's basically whichever character or characters, because I think there might be the possibility for multiple characters to hold that status. Whichever character holds that status though, will take 20% less damage, which is interesting. I feel like they might be doing the thing where the higher level character copies are all nothing burgers, so you don't really need to pull, which would be interesting because I feel like I've never seen Star Rail do this particularly, because usually Star Rail is the opposite, where the lower copies are kind of like, yeah, that's fine. And then the higher ones up you go are like, that's insane. Why is that locked behind a $500 paywall? Anyways, I think his 4 is fine. I wouldn't stop there though. Like I wouldn't stop at E4. I'd either not get that far and stop at E2 or keep going all the way, because this is big spender territory. The second half is big spender territory. So this being the only thing for E4, I don't think it's worth the money, because by now you've spent at least like $200. Like, I don't think it's worth it for that. Love you, Dan Heng, but I'm not getting your E4. So his E5 then, again, this is the same bit. It's like a nothing burger. The Path of Permanence sweeps far. This is going to be 6 copies of Dan Heng. Another just basic level increases. So skill level will go up by 2, capped at 15, and then talent level will go up by 2 as well, also capped at 15. Don't stop here, keep going, or don't get this far. Like, this is 3, 4, and 5 have all kind of been like, yeah, that's a buff, I guess. But E6 then, One Dream to Enfold All Wins. This is 7 copies of the character. This is where you start getting up on like $500. All right, we got something here at least. I was gonna be like, if it's like a 1-sentence thing, I'm gonna lose my marbles. It's something. So with this one, when the bondmate is on the field, increases the damage taken by all enemies by 20%. So I guess as long as they're like active, I guess. Yeah, they just had to be active. So I guess they're just like, they can't be dead. When the bondmate deals damage, this ignores 12% of the enemy target's defense. So again, they take 12% more damage, essentially. When Dan Heng uses ultimate, the bondmate will deal additional damage of the bondmate's type. So kind of going back to the My Day example, if you have My Day or Naxa. If you have My Day as your... It's the same thing with an Naxa, but I'm going to use My Day. If you have My Day as your main DPS, he's an imaginary character, so you'll be doing physical damage as well as Or wait, bond mate. Okay, so they'll deal extra imaginary damage, not physical. So they'll just deal extra imaginary damage. It'll be whatever element they're running. And if Find On, what you were using Find On as your main DPS, that damage would be physical damage as well. So, but dealing additional damage of the bond mate's type to all enemies equal to 330% of the bond mate's attack. So this is like 3 1/3 time, 3 1/3, kind of. Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. It's over 3 times the bond mate's attack number. Right, so you want the bond mate to be your main DPS essentially. Your main DPS needs to have that buff on them. Anyways, I think his E6 is very good. Quite frankly, looking at everything, I think his only good I almost called them constellations first of all. I think his only good Eidolons are 2 and 6, which yeah. So if you are low spender but looking to get copies of this character, if you are a whale, go to 2 and stop. If Dan Heng stays in the meta, that's when I would recommend going for the extra copies. But quite frankly, I don't think, like, is his E6 good? Yes, I think his E6, that 3 times damage is great. I think his E6 is good, but considering the other buffs you're going to get while trying to get to E6, I don't recommend getting his E6. Even if you are whale, I would stop at 2 and just not keep going, because his 3 isn't worth it. His 4 isn't really worth it either. And his 5 isn't worth it. So if we're talking about like a bang for your buck, Dan Heng's E6 is not a bang for your buck. Like, you're not getting the most out of your $500. I'm so sorry. And this is coming from somebody whose favorite character in the game is Dan Heng. So like, don't do it. Stop at E2. Even the whales, don't go all the way to E6. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, if you E6 every single character and you're like loaded, then like you're gonna go to E6 anyways. What I say gonna change that? But as a Dan Heng stan, I don't recommend going all the way to E6. It's not worth it. Save for Cyrene. I'm on the Cyrene agenda. I don't think it's worth it, quite frankly. Quite frankly, I would just stop at E2. That's my recommendation, I think, for everyone this time around. His E6, just looking at 3, 4, and 5. Very mid, very unnecessary. You don't need them. I wouldn't go that far. Usually, at least like the E4 will be interesting enough, relevant enough to the kit that getting all the way to E6 is still worth it enough if that's like, if you think that's worth it. But this is a 1 sentence. There's more words in his E3 and 5 than there is in E4. So like, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think your money is worth it on his constellation Eidolons. It's probably, go get yourself a pizza or something. Like, you can get a lot of pizza, but yeah, you know, new Pokemon game comes out tomorrow. By the time this video goes up, it's probably already out. I'm picking that up tomorrow. Like, hell, if you stop at E2 with the amount you save, you could probably go and buy a Switch 2. I'm just saying. Like, it would be really close. So I personally, I would skip the rest of his constellations. Eidolon, I keep calling them constellations today for some reason. Every now and then I like get the name wrong and get it in my head. But yeah, his E2 is where I would stop. It's not worth it. You can look up the art online. That's what I do. Anyways, yeah, cool. All right. Yeah. I need to find a light cone for this guy. I thought I pre-farmed everything, but I didn't. However, lied to me. Oh, I might have used, wait, do this. What does My Day use? Because I was building my My Day. I might have put some of the materials into My Day. Is this the torso? Is Dan Heng using the torso? Everything looks the same. Yes. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, the Divine Amber. Does My Day use those as well? No, I don't think so. Somebody else uses them, or I just didn't farm enough. Because I switched to My Day at some point because I really, something possessed me the other day, and I decided I wanted to run a double DPS team of Phaidon and My Day for my dailies. But I never finished building on my Day, so I just started building him again. But I guess I didn't farm enough here. Fine, okay. Oh, but I have 3 of the. Why do I have 3 of these? Okay, I need to figure something out here. I definitely need to figure something out. I think Concert for 2 actually could work on Dan Heng. Increases the wearer's defense by 16% for every on-field character that has a shield. The damage dealt by the wearer increases by 4%. I think that actually could work. It's definitely not his best in slot, but I think Concert for 2 could work, and I might put that on him for a minute. I don't know. I need something to run on him. That being said, I think we're going to pull for his light cone because I want to see the discourse here, because there's definitely some discourse with his light cone. So what does his light cone do? Because I think he scales on something interesting. So funnily enough, it's called New Scale. Increases the wearer's attack by 64%. When the wearer uses ultimate, restores HP equal to 10%. So you'll also get like an HP restore a little bit there, which is actually kind of good. 10% of the wearer's attack for all allies, the whole team. Because if you're using Dan Heng as your only sustain unit, and also we'll max level that out because you're obviously gonna. So it's 20% at max level super imposition. Oh wait, that's a super imposition 5. I don't want super 5. Okay, this is fine. I want max level at super 1. That's it. but we'll just look at this one then. Additionally restores HP equal to 10% of the wearer's attack for the character with the lowest current HP. Yeah, so this is actually a really good light cone if you plan on using Dan Heng as the only support on the team, because then he can heal as well as shield, and that's gonna be like it's gonna be like a Fu Xuan situation. Also grants readout to all allies for 3 turns. Targets with readout deal 24% increased damage, which further increases by 12% if the targets have summons. So those summons are going to be the remembrance characters. So if you're running with a character like Cyrene or something like that, when we get Cyrene because she's remembrance. There's a whole essay here. They put a whole essay in the description of this light cone. I'm curious though, I need to look, Mr. Dan Heng. I don't need the details. I want Dan Heng's details. What do you scale on, sir? Oh, I have brief description on. Let me turn that off. Damage equal to 50% of Dan Heng's attack. Okay, so yeah, he scales on attack. I think if you go to look at another preservation character, they don't scale on that. So I'm gonna pop open, let's bring up Aventurine. If we open up his basic attack, it's based on defense. So that's why preservation, like normal preservation light cones are not working on Dan Heng, because he scales on attack, not defense like most other characters. So that's kind of what's happening there. I did see people talking about this. People are running literally every light cone but the preservation light cones on him, and it's quite funny. So that being said, I was planning on possibly pulling or like throwing some of my pulls into a second copy of Dan Heng, which I actually still might do, but I think I first of all want to prioritize his light cone. I think I want to pull his light cone specifically. I actually think it's a really good light cone. I don't tend to typically do light cone reviews in these videos, but I think his light cone particularly is really good, and it's probably the only light cone that's going to work on him. I did see people running the Kakavasha one, and I want to see what that actually is. So what this one does. Increases the wearer's provided shield effect by 12% with an ally target, or when an ally target has a shield, damage dealt increases by 12%. It's just kind of basic. It's kind of basic. So yeah, I'm going to pull for his light cone a bit. We're going to do some, I have 5 standard pulls fresh off pity. We're going to start here just because I want to test our luck for the day, and we'll go from there. Yeah? Okay. Maybe, because last time I did standard pulls, I got a copy of Yenching, so maybe we'll get something better today. Mayhaps. It's all light cones all the time, it seems like. Yep, it's all light cones. Okay, well, all right. Also, if anyone wants to know where I'm getting the like $500 number from, it's up here where it says 475, depending on the top up to. That's where I'm getting that number from. I immediately went to the character. My brain is not working. Okay, so I don't even think I have like recorded pity on this banner. Yeah, because it only keeps it for 6 months. And I think the last time I pulled a light cone, might have been Sunday. Because if you go to look at my characters, I do have Sunday's best in slot. See, I have it. So that's the last time I pulled for a 5-star light cone. Okay, I'm delaying the inevitable. I have no idea what my pity is on this banner, but let's start throwing down. I think I have a shop one that I can grab too. I've also never lost a 50-50 on this banner, so, or it's not even a 50-50, it's a set. This always happens on this goddamn banner. I've never lost a 75-25. Can we not start today, HoYoverse? I swear to God. I swear. This always happens. It takes me like a couple pulls to get something. Please, please. Yes! Thank God! Easy! Thank you. I'll be here all week. I think my luck is coming back, guys. I had really good luck at this game for years, or for like a year straight, and it left me. I think it's coming back. Oh, this makes my life so much easier, thank God. I could just get his best in slot and be good. I've seen people have some gripes about his best in slot, but I genuinely think his best in slot is fine. So I'm gonna start leveling this as well now. Oh, nothing, okay. It's because I don't let it add 4-star stuff. So when it reaches the, I only do up to 3-star, so my bad. I gotta start clicking on my own. Oh, I'm out of money again. I've got to go farm credits. I'm broke. Relics. This was the other bit. Can I just make them? Can I just do I have anything to relic synthesize? Head. I got 6 of these. Okay, I can make a set. Yeah, cool. Synthesize, confirm. This might be my downfall. What does this have on it? Oh, that's gonna suck. Because he scales on attack, so I'm just gonna make a whole set and we'll go from there. Oh, clean. Body piece. Okay, so these you can custom synthesize. So I do have 17 self-modeling resin. I'm gonna give him an attack percent. Oh god, I don't know what else he'd want. I'm just gonna make sure it's attack percent then. I might be wasting my self-modeling resin, but I'm just gonna assume he wants attack percent and rock with it. Cause with the feet piece, confirm, okay. And I don't need a substat, I only wanna use 1 self-model. I need the attack percent. Oh, that's actually good too. Oh, clean. And then the feet, attack percent. Ba-boom. It's the orb and the rope that gets the, that would be where I do fizz damage increase or something, but I think he'd probably still want the thing. Yeah, okay, synthesize that, give me an attack percent. And then I don't have to farm, which is great. Easy peasy. Let's equip these. Only the best for Dan Heng. Only the best for Dragon Man. All right, so this one is also a bit of a, I got a relic synthesize here too, which I actually think I have enough to, yes, because I have 200. This one, I'm just gonna go for a fizz damage and then give attack. Well, I don't need attack. I'm gonna go attack percentage because I don't need flat attack if I have one, I think. I mean, we could. I'm debating what we'll do attack percent, confirm, because I don't want to use, I'll use 2 resins and that's fine. I really got so lazy. I'm like, nah, I don't want to farm. Actually, we're just gonna make all of his relics. Give him an attack percent, and you can have whatever substats you want. I don't care. Synthesize, confirm, yippee! That's what we call lazy. Is it lazy or is it insane? I don't know. You can see I did the same exact thing for Sunday. I don't know what I did for Cypher, why she has the right one. Maybe I did those as well. I'm not sure, but yippee. What's this attack looking like? Where are we at? Okay, well, it's 1,669. All right. Okay. Well, day 1. Permanent Sortera build. I think I did my polls for this patch. Oh no, these are, I already did the polls. Okay. Well, we had fun, didn't we? Hour. I spent an hour on this. All right. I'm gonna hire the dragon to stare at you. I only had to use 2 polls to get his light code. It wasn't too pity, that I know for sure. It might have been too pity. Do you want to throw down for some copies? Let's do it. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Let's do it, baby. I need you guys to know I don't have extra copies on a single, a single new character. But here's the thing, is that I'm kind of at a point where I've accepted the fact that Cyrene's kit is probably gonna, like, her best team composition is gonna entirely rely on other Remembrance characters. That's just what I'm assuming at this point, and I don't have enough Remembrance characters to make that work, so I'm just like, whatever, sure, fine. My allergies are starting to get really bad, so we're gonna have to end soon. I'm at 65. I've done 65 pulls. I think I'm gonna keep pulling. I might regret it later on, but for now I don't. Because I kind of want to go to E2 for him. It's something about him specifically. I'm like, only the best. So it was 66. This will be 67. Not 5-star. I'm just going to use what I have here and then I'll stop pulling. That's how we'll do it. Just what I have on hand. This one's 68. Hi, Sempo. 69. Go 69. All right. I have some in the shop as well. But we'll use those. We have 2. Because also the shop will reset in, like, before the next one, I think. Yeah, well. Oh, I might use my shop reset on this. Because this says 19 days and the shop resets in 6. Oh, bad idea, but I might do it. 70 and then 71. And then we're going to be, I'm not going to pull anymore, but I might. I'm just saying, I might. More pity building, yay! All right, now we hire the dragon to stare at you. There you, God, that's too close. I can't do that close. Every now and then, I can't do that close. Every now and then. I'm just happy I got his light cone because I didn't want to try to make another light cone work. Because that's the thing. I've seen people running like every light cone under the sun instead of running like other preservation light cones. So I'm like, let me just get his best in slot. It'll work. It was easy. It was easy to get. So I'm just like, at least I didn't have to like sweat for it, you know? Too pity, by the way. I'm going to start saying that. All right, that was it for this video. Wait, what is he doing? Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, ah! I'm broken. That broke me. All right, let's zoom back in. Okay. There he is. The video's over. That is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. In the comments down below, let me know. Did you pull for extra copies of Dan Heng? Well, how'd you do? How'd you fare? I know I ragged a little bit on his kit, and like the later Eidolons kind of sucking, but I do think that's the best way to do a character in a gacha game where like the later character hobbies don't really do anything important, because that means they're like more free to play friendly, it feels like his good Eidolons only going up to E2 kind of is really based, actually. Like I actually prefer it that way. But yeah, did you pull his light cone? What light cone are you running on him? Because everyone seems to be running a different light cone, so I'm curious what everyone's running on him, just because I have seen so many different light cones. I want to know what everyone chose, because I'm curious. But let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'll zoom back in now. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.